So you want to learn about ship basics. So let's talk about switching ships. So let's say you have multiple ships, you want to switch a ship. All right, first you need to land in a major city or any outpost that has a ship services technician. Usually they are located near trade authority kiosks, and they're typically in big cities. So in this case, this one is located in New Atlantis, in the New Atlantis outpost. So if you travel here, your ship's usually here, you can find the guy. And let's just change ships. So I'd like to view and modify my ships.
Sure, have it.
And then you can toggle ships. So right now you can see that this Discovery is my home ship, and then Frontier is the starting ship. Now of the two of them, they're pretty similar. This one is a little bit better, so I might as well just use this. So you can go to make home ship or just hit H. And then if we want to sell Discovery, what I can do, let me see what ships you have for sale.
I'm sure you can find some.
So any ship you acquire can be sold. Then you just go to sell, and then I can sell Frontier for quite a bit. I'm sorry, Discovery. You can sell Frontier as well, as long as you have a different home ship. So we'll sell Discovery. Now this is a random ship that I just found while exploring. All right, so we'll sell that for 6K. All right, so we made some money. So that's how you sell a ship. You can also buy ships from him.
I'm sure you can find.
Now, I don't really recommend this because you can usually find them. I actually found a ship just like this, but I can't fly it because I don't have the rank for it, but this is like 50K. I got a free one of these. It's just sitting on some moon somewhere from the bounty or the wanted trait. Wanted bounty hunters that spawn tend to have these, so you can get them for free pretty easily. Now, there's also other things you can buy. Some of them are quite expensive. You know, 130K, that's a non-trivial amount of credits. Some of them are more reasonably priced, like this one's only 60. Each ship has a different class too, so let's go over the classes really quick.
I must confess.
And how they work. So if you go to the traits, tech traits, under piloting, you can notice that unlocks Class B ships, unlocks Class C ships. So these are like the weight, like how big the ship is. So the bigger the ship, typically the more power, the more room, the more like upgrade components inside the ship. So if you want to have like crafting stations and stuff like this, or like your own flying colony type of thing, you'll want to get the bigger ranks. Now I am just going for combat stats right now, so I don't really care about flying as much, but this is getting rank 1 and 2 is useful. It increases ship turning rate and maneuverability. I can now utilize ship thrusters. Both of these are useful, and getting Class B is nice because if you ever capture or just find a Class B ship, they're worth way more than Class A ships, which are the default. So this is very useful to be aware of. Like, this is very useful to have, and it's good to know that this is how you can fly those big ships. It's this perk right here. All right, so we went over changing ships, selling ships, buying ships, the perk to unlock bigger ships. Let's go over the cargo and then wrap up. So each ship has a cargo, and the cargo size depends on the cargo attachment to the ship, and it's found right here typically. So cargo hold, you can see right here. So this is the ship's inventory. So if I go to transfer, you can see that it has a mass of 450 by default, and this is true for I think all of the Class A ships, and you can increase it. There's ways to increase it in customization. We'll go over that in a second. Actually, I'll go over that in a future video, but for now, here is the thing. And if you want to transfer, you can go to your inventory. Let's say you want to put resources in here, then you can just transfer all. That's a really nice way to reduce mass. Now, just keep in mind that it does cap at 450, so eventually you will run out of space, so you might have to do some inventory management of your ship itself. That's quite useful. You also have a bed, which you can heal. So if you're ever damaged, you can heal and sleep, and sleeping heals you, so it's good to know. I'm gonna go over crew stuff in a future video, but not in this one. All right, and then for upgrades, we'll just talk about upgrades and wrap up. So upgrades, talk to the dude.
Anything I can help you with?
View and modify my ships.
Sure, have at it.
And then if you want to upgrade, you can select the part. So these are the stats. So range 1100, fire rate 6.65, hull damage 6, shield damage 18. So let's say we want to upgrade this laser, and we want to replace it with another laser. So this laser does more damage, but it has a reduced fire rate. So that could actually mean you deal less damage over time. This one has more range, Now these costs, you can see the cost right next to it. The value is divorced from the cost for some reason. So like it says value 3K, but the actual cost is under this tab. And you know, some things are more expensive than others. Now this one is just a pure upgrade. It costs you 13K, but you get more range and more damage. Now compare the shield damage. So this is 18 shield damage, and then this one is 20. So it costs quite a lot to get some of these components, and it's almost seemingly not worth it. Like 2 more shield damage for 13K is like such a negligible upgrade. And then missiles deal tons of damage, but you know, they have longer cooldown. You have to track, or I think actually land a direct hit if you don't track. So there is some skill involved, or at least some patience. Let's see what other kind of beams. So this one does more damage, like a substantial amount more damage, has great range. However, its fire rate is almost half of the other thing. So 18 damage, like twice of, you know, if you're shooting twice as fast, you're dealing 36 damage in the same time this does 26. So consider that. Some of these might be worth it, but most of them seem kind of whatever. This one's nice because it also does hull damage. This electron beam, so it still does good shield damage. It has insane range, but it also does hull damage. So this would be a good upgrade to get, but it is quite expensive. And then there's other things you can upgrade as well. You can upgrade your shields, so that's really good. Getting more shield health means you're more survivable. You can tank more damage. You can upgrade your engines. This is just an advantage: more maneuvering, more engine health. So here's the current stats. So 21K engine thrust, 3,500 maneuvering thrust, 116 health, and then if we upgrade, we get a pretty big increase in maneuverability by 1,000, so almost like, I don't know, 30% or so. And we get some more engine health, which means more, I don't know if that means durability. I think it does. Let's see, grav drives. You can get more grav drives, or better grav drives. Allows your ship to jump further, basically, increasing your jump range. This is like a quality of life thing. I don't think this helps you in combat. But these are like some of the basic upgrades, like shields, grav drives. All right, then reactor. This is good. So repair rate, this is huge. Reactor health, hull. So this increases your hull as well. Like your hull damage, I believe. So like how much damage you can take before you die. So this is these are some substantial upgrades. They cost a lot though. So it depends on, you know, what you want out of your ship and how much money you have to spend. But this is the basic upgrade system. It just replaces existing components. Now, if you want to actually modify, you have to go to the ship builder, but that's going to be a different video. But that's it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you enjoyed this or found this useful. Feel free to drop a comment if I missed anything for basic ship tips, and I will see you in the stars.